Hello class, happy Thursday. Thank you all for joining again today. Today I'm actually going to be recording the session and posting it for you guys to watch it at 2:30. The reason being is I have an appliance getting dropped off at my house today and the delivery window happens to be at the same time as our course. So instead of chancing it and getting interrupted, I figured it'd be best if I just recorded it and posted it. So this will be a little bit later, but still stick through the entire class. There will be a question for you guys to answer and email me with your answer. So be sure to watch all the way through so you do find that question. But also just take this time for yourself, take 15 to 20 minutes out of your day to just unwind, relax, get some stretching, and that's what we're about to do now. So with that being said, let's meet on our mat. We're going to be starting in the child's pose that we began with last class. I have some music on in the background, so I hope you all will be able to hear it. So again, child's pose with our arms up overhead. Letting your hips sink down to the mat. You're trying to elongate the side body here. Put your hips all the way up to your fingers. Let your head be heavy. If it comes down to touch your mat, great. If not, that's also great. Just find where you're at today. Breathe into that space. Long, deep breaths. Using this time to set an intention for your class today. Maybe it's just relaxation. Maybe it's a little bit more flexibility. Maybe there's no goal and you just want to work on being present here. Taking a few more breaths. We're going to walk our hands over towards the right side. It's okay if our hands come off of the mat a little bit. What we want to work on is putting our left hip down and reaching our left arm forward. You want to feel that stretch all on the left-hand side of the body. A few more breaths here. Inhale, walk it through center over to the other side. Again, letting that hand come off the mat. If it's available, and if it feels good. Always respecting the body and what it's feeling. Never try to push yourself too far in a pose. Gradually work your way into it. Go ahead and find your way back into the middle of your mat, reaching your arms up overhead. Bend the elbows, finding that prayer position, and bring that to the base of your skull. Walk your elbows forward just a bit, and let your head come down. You should feel that all along the triceps, here behind the arm. And using that breath to release the muscles. Taking about 3 more breaths here. Good. Next inhale, bring your arms up overhead and bring them underneath the shoulders, meeting in a tabletop position. In this tabletop, our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our feet, our knees are underneath our hips, and we want that long spine, right? We don't want to be here where we're rounding. We don't want to be too far where we're reaching, right underneath the shoulders, finding that long spine. And from here, we're going to move into our cat-cow. So drop the belly, point the tailbone, and lift the gaze, feeling into the spine here. You should feel that deep arch in the back. And on the exhale, tuck your tailbone under, bring your chin to your chest, and squeeze your navel, squeeze your stomach up toward your spine. Let your head hang heavy, creating this angry cat position, that
Cat just got scared, so it comes up in this position. Or an upside down U.
And then on the next inhale, find that cow position, the opposite. Exhale, angry cat. Moving through 3 more cat-cows, working with your own breath. Not too often do we spend time to feel into the spine. So use this time, open it up. Then on the next inhale, find the neutral tabletop, right where our spine is straight. We're gonna reach our right arm up and our left leg out. So it's opposite hand, opposite foot. Getting nice and stable here. We're gonna amp it up a level by bringing our elbow to tuck underneath and meet our knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Exhale, elbow to knee. You should feel it's in your core a bit, maybe activating, warming up. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, drop it on down. Go ahead and find a child's pose. Reach those arms up overhead. Before we do the other side. Inhale, back to that neutral tabletop. Other side, left arm and our right leg. Finding that straight line. Keep it engaged. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last 2. Taking your time, really feeling it in the core. Staying active through this arm right. Push the ground away. 1 more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. We're going to find a downward dog. To get into that downward dog, our feet should be hip width apart, in line with our knees. Tuck them under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Keep those ears in between your biceps and push your chest in between the arms. Maybe pedal out the legs. Shake out the head, yes. Shake it out, no. Release that tension from the neck. We're gonna take a nice slow walk up to the front of our mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release the spine. So on that half lift, we're coming up to this neutral spine, just like that neutral tabletop, elongating the spine. You want it nice and long, the crown of our head coming forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And we're gonna ragdoll our way up. Nice and easy. So here your head is the last to rise. I'm gonna have to adjust here. So head is the last to rise here, followed by the arms. Reach them up nice and high, stretch up. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold and swan dive. That's also another word for it. Come down, plant the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We're gonna build on to what we learned on Tuesday by stepping our right leg back, big step, drop the toes. We're gonna hang out here in this lunge position, feeling into the hips. In a lunge, we always want a 90-degree angle here, okay? We don't want to be coming way forward and we don't want to be coming way back. Find where you have that 90-degree angle and you can keep your spine nice and long. You should feel it, in your legs here. It's a very active pose. Couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale, go and drop that back knee. Should be your right. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, bring your hands on the opposite side of that front leg and pull your hips back. Shoot the toes into the sky. Here, you should feel it in your hamstring, which is the back of the leg. Hang out here for a couple breaths. Using each breath, come sink a little lower. So ideally, we want to be low, right? But it's okay if we're not. If we're up here for today, that's perfect. If you need to modify even more, grab some blocks or some books and put them here to help keep you up a little bit higher if our hamstring is tight today. So hold here, or maybe here. On the next inhale, take it forward, rebend that front knee. Right hand comes down. It should be the hand on the inside of the foot. And let's go ahead and lift that left arm up into the sky, reach high. Twisting and reaching. Exhale, bring it back down on the inside of the foot here. We're gonna do that one more time. Reach that right arm up. And exhale, drop it back down. So we're gonna step that left leg back, finding the neutral tabletop. We're gonna tuck our toes and we're gonna lift our hips again, finding that downward dog. Walk it up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We're gonna reverse swan dive. So instead of ragdolling like we have done, put a little bend in the knees, sink the hips just a bit, and a big sweep. Inhale as you up overhead. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart here, okay? Take a couple breaths in this mountain position. Pretty much just standing nice and tall, like a mountain. Draw your shoulders slightly down and back. Shine your heart, so lift that collarbone. Maybe feel into your heartbeat. Maybe you could feel it with your thumbs here. One more breath. Take a big inhale, reach those arms up overhead, reverse swan dive, come down. On this reverse swan dive, make sure your spine is straight. Okay, inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We're going to do the other side. Step your left leg back, nice big step. Again, adjust if we need to have this 90-degree angle. We don't want it here. We don't want it too far forward. Find the sweet spot of 90 degrees. Hold here. Maybe move into the hips just a bit. Move around, see how it feels. We're going to be here for about 5 more breaths. Maybe you're feeling it in the legs. Maybe you're feeling it in the cardio. Maybe it's easy peasy for you. Either way, we're almost out of it. Take an inhale, exhale, drop that back knee. Take a big inhale, lift those arms up overhead, shine the heart. Exhale, drop the hands to frame this front foot again. Take it back, get into the hamstring. So this is technically called the half splits position. If you're working on a splits, this is a good place to start. If you want to get deeper into working it, obviously you just pull it forward until a full splits feels good for you. But today we're hanging out here. I'm hanging out here. If you guys want to go further, feel free. But again, always respect the body where you're at today. No need to force it. Just breathe into it. Couple more breaths here, opening up the hamstring. Inhale, take it forward. Drop the left hand now. It should be on the inside of that foot and reach that right arm up into the sky. Maybe slight twist open. Exhale, drop it on the inside of the foot. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. We're gonna step our right leg back to meet in that downward dog, moving through a a tabletop to get there. Slowly walk it forward, meeting in that forward fold. Grab opposite elbows here. If it feels good for you, you can bend the knees a little bit, and that's gonna allow you to support the body with those legs. That might feel good. Maybe sway side to side. If you feel unstable, put more space in between your feet. That'll help out a lot. Good. Another big inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. So we're going to step back into that downward dog, getting those ears in between the biceps, right? Really pushing your chest through. Chest fix.
So in this downward dog, push that chest through, shake up the head, yes, no. Active through the arms, we're gonna bring our right leg up into the sky. Exhale, knee to nose like we did on Tuesday. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, we're gonna step this right leg all the way through, meeting in that lowered lunge position we were just at. Okay, so we go from here, bring it all the way through. If it takes a couple hops, or if you need to drop your back knee to get it there, please do that. So once we're here, we're in this low lunge position. We're gonna drop our left hand, which is our inside foot, and bring our right leg, our right arm up. So just like we were doing in the ground, that same twist, now we're elevated. Hang out here for about 5 breaths. If this feels like a little much for you, drop it back down into that knee down position, okay? So find where it feels good for you. We're gonna hang out here a few more breaths. Take an inhale, exhale, bring it on down. One more time. Inhale, lift, reach, and exhale, bring it on down. This time it's coming on the outside of the foot because we want to step it back, downward dog. High up on your toes, drop your knees, and come on down. Find this child's pose position. I want you all to hang out here with those arms up overhead and your hips down for at least 10 breaths, okay? Focusing on the breath, maybe the heart rate sped up a bit. Use the breath to bring down that heart rate. Good, inhale, take it forward. We're gonna do the other side. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. So we did the right side before, we're gonna do the left side now. Left foot up into the sky and point those toes. Point and reach. Now exhale, knee to nose, round and curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. All right, one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and curl. Look forward in between your hands. Push the ground away to make space. Let's see if we can step that left foot through. Again, if it's a little difficult and you can't reach, drop this knee, step it through, lift back up. We're all meeting with that left foot forward and high up on our right toes in the back. This lifted lunge. Breathe. Couple breaths here. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side. Right hand comes down, active through the arm. Reach your left arm up in the sky. Inhale, exhale, bring it on down. We're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna hang out there a little longer this time. Inhale, reach, hold for 3 breaths. Good, inhale, exhale, bring it on down. So this time, bring it on the outside of that foot. You wanna step that leg back, downward dog, high up on your toes, drop your knees. Meeting in this child's pose here. We're gonna do a little bit of floor work now. We're done with the hard part, or the more challenging part, I should say. On your next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands back on up. Take a couple rolls with the shoulders up towards your ears, roll them down and back. Big circles here. Still staying with that breath. Is it long? Is it shallow? Other direction, up towards your ears and forward. I want you all to email me, let's go backwards again. I want you all to email me either on Blackboard or email some yoga postures or some stretching postures, maybe that have been
a goal for you. Maybe you've seen someone do a crow pose or a handstand or a headstand or anything at all. Please email me whatever goal, stretching related goal that you may have. This is going to allow me to know who made it through the whole video. And it'll be the assignment, the participation assignment for today. Okay, so email me via Blackboard or my regular email. All right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and finish off with a little bit of neck exercises. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. You can have legs out in front of you. You can have legs crossed. You can also use a cushion to put underneath your hips if it feels uncomfortable. So legs out or legs crossed, whatever is most comfortable for you. Find somewhere you can be long with your spine, right? With a long collarbone. Draw your shoulders down and back. Bring your hands on your thighs. They could be palms down or palms up. Doesn't matter. And then from there, take an inhale and exhale. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Okay, we don't want to lean forward. We don't want to lean back. Stay nice and lifted. Just tilt it. It doesn't have to touch. It's just in that direction. You should feel this all along the left-hand side of your body. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, back to center, other side. Left ear tilts towards the left shoulder. You should feel this all along the right-hand side of the body. Get some slower music here. Inhale, we're gonna do that one more time. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, just a slight tilt, trying to open up that opposite side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Just a little tilt here. You should be able to feel it with just a tilt. Good. Inhale, back to center. You're going to bring your chin towards your chest with keeping your spine long. Okay, so chin to chest. Let me show you from this direction. Keeping the spine long. Right, so just drop that chin, bring it to the chest. We're going to hold here about 10 seconds or so. Long, deep breaths. You should feel this in your traps along with your neck. On the next inhale, go and look up towards your ceiling. Try to tilt your chin up. Good, take an inhale, one more time. Exhale, chin to chest. And breaths here. Inhale, look on up. Good, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bring that gaze back to forward. We're going to finish off with the Shavasana as we did on Tuesday. So go ahead and find yourself on your back. Legs could be out in front of you. You can bend your knees to alleviate any kind of tension if it may be causing any tension in your low back to lay straight on the ground. Here's the modification. Here's the full Shavasana position. You could also bring your legs in a butterfly, maybe see how that feels. Wherever you choose to be, find yourself there. And bring yourself to your breath. Bring yourself back into this present moment on your mat. We are done with class for today. We made it through. Hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed. Before we finish, let's take 10 deep breaths, okay? So you want to inhale, fill up your belly. And exhale,
let your belly release. Inhale, fill up your belly with oxygen. Exhale, release. We're taking 8 more breaths using your own tempo, your own breath. At the end of each exhale, try to release any stress or tension into the ground, into the mat. Inhale and exhale, release all the tension into the ground. So I'll take at least 2 more breaths, nice and slow. The slower, the better. Absolutely no rush. Good. So go ahead and wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe roll your wrist and roll your ankles. We're going to roll over to your right side to help our way up. Use your top hand to come on up, and we are done for the day. Again, thank you all so much for joining and for tuning in all the way to the end here. I appreciate your participation because it's not live. I wasn't able to know if everybody is going to be attending, so I appreciate you all making it this far. And be sure to send me the answer to the question. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. Bye-bye.